Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to my apostles at Great Millstone, who taught me his truth, and a sincere shalom to the elect out there teaching his truth in all honesty and sincerity in these last days. Okay, and this video is going to be a little commentary about how you should pray that your flight be not in winter. Okay, pray that your flight be not in winter. Okay, we all want Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to come back and deliver us out of this nonsense. We all understand that. Okay? Before that, we have to be dragged through the mud. We have to face certain trials and tribulations to test our faith and test our trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay? But this winter, if you've been paying attention, and you should be paying attention, there's a lot going on this winter. A lot going on this winter that was not going on last winter. Okay, you remember, not 2021, but 2020, okay, was election year, and you had Biden during one of the, I think it was one of the debates or an interview or something. I can't remember exactly. I think it was one of the debates that he had with Donald Trump where he said that we're entering a dark winter. And that freaked everybody the fuck out. Okay, that freaked everybody the fuck out. Because after that you had a stall in the coronavirus stimulus. Okay, people weren't getting their unemployment was about to be cut off. Their stimulus checks were about to be stopped. Okay, so people started freaking out when he said that. But he wasn't talking about last year. He wasn't talking about the winter of 2021-2022. He might have been talking about the winter that we're currently in, the way that things are shaping up. Okay, you have a number of mandates that are being pushed right now. And I'm not even talking about the 100 worker mandate. I'm talking about other mandates, man. Individual states are starting to come out with their own mandates. Okay, and that's going to put a lot of pressure on people during this winter, man. Because and this devil knows that. That's why he had these mandates start in the first week of January or second week of January. Okay? Because he knows a lot of people are going to say, you know what, I'm not going to take this jab, I'm going to quit my job. Well, that's not so easy in the winter time. Okay? That's not so easy, I'm going to say, for most people. All right? Because, hey, the elect is the elect, and the elect is going to be looked out for by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, okay? But when you losing a job in the winter sucks, especially if you have a family to take care of, or you might be behind on your bills. Okay? So on and so forth, man. But at the end of the day, we should pray that our flight be not in winter. Okay? Because I was outside for somewhat extended period of time earlier today, and I couldn't believe how freaking cold it was, man. I mean, it's unbelievably cold outside right now. I mean, I'm speaking from somebody who lives in Western New York, but I know a good portion of the country is unbelievably cold right now. Colder than normal. Okay, and that should make you think about this dark winter, man. It should make you think, man. All right? Because when you go through tribulations during the cold, it's that much worse of a tribulation, man. That's why the scriptures say this in Matthew 24 and 19. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. You don't want any little ones during this time, if this is the dark winter. Okay? We don't know, you know? But the way that things are looking, things are starting to turn up, man. You got the situation over there in Kazakhstan, which is increasing tensions between NATO and Russia. Okay, because Russia knows what's going on. Those protesters had to come from somewhere. Okay, those protesters had to come from somewhere. We have further supply chain issues that just keep getting worse. Okay? It seems like this supply chain situation is good for a little while, and then it's bad, and then it's good, and then it's bad. Okay? Kind of looks like a stock market chart, man. You know? There's a lot of ups and downs. A lot of volatility in the supply chain. One month it's good. Next month it's shit all over again. You can't find the products or goods that you may need. Okay? And that's going to make this dark winter, all right, this winter that much worse, because there's going to be product shortages. Okay? As well as struggling businesses, man. A lot of people that I personally know aren't getting the same amount of work or late or you know, hours at their jobs that they normally get, because the economy is so bad right now, man. And there's so much more overhead than there normally is. Okay, the cost of doing business is sky high right now because of this inflation. Okay, you had a lot of people that couldn't really even afford, because they were living paycheck to paycheck with this inflation going crazy. Okay, they couldn't really afford to buy the things that they normally do during the winter, like, you know, gloves and jackets, coats, winter stuff, man. Maybe things to keep their children warm. Okay? But that's what's coming, man. That's what's coming, is great tribulation. Okay, and we need to endure through that, man. Because when I was out there, man, I mean, even now I'm feeling it. Okay? I feel that cold wind hitting my house, and the fucking walls are getting cold, man. Okay? Because the insulation can't keep up. It's so damn cold, man. Okay? Verse 20, but pray that ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. Right, so we have to pray that our flight be not in winter, man. Okay? Now, does that mean that if you're of the elect, you're going to die if your flight happens to come in the winter? No, absolutely not. The Lord is going to look out for the elect, man. Okay, the Lord is going to look out for the elect. But the scriptures talk about, for men shall always pray and not faint. Okay, we can't faint during this time, man, because there's going to be a lot of guys that are going to fall out, just like there always is, every year. Verse 21, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, which is what this verse is linked up in Daniel the 12th chapter. Okay, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So do you want that in the middle of the winter? Okay. Well, hey, if it be Lord's will, then yes. All right. But everything is much worse in the winter. So pretty much the whole point of this video, man, it's not necessarily about praying that your flight be not in winter, but it's about watch out this winter, man, because whew, it's gonna get crazy, man. It's gonna get crazy. You know, especially if this economy keeps getting worse. All right, I mean, you got to think. What if there's a homeless problem in the middle of winter? What if there's a homeless problem in the middle of winter? What if this devil tries pulling some bullshit? All right, tries pulling some bullshit. Oh, the unvax can't live in certain types of housing projects or apartments or so on or so forth. Because this devil will try that, man. They're trying that over in France and Australia. They're treating those people that are unjabbed like they're second class citizens, which is how we're going to be treated here in Babylon. Okay? Verse 22, and except those days should be shortened. Okay? Because when you're going through tribulation, time slows down. But Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to shorten these days. Okay? Let me look this, see if I can find this in the... I think that's how you spell it. Remembrance. Slacky, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, I found it. This is Ecclesiasticus 11 and 25. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity. Let me read this again. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity. Okay? So getting back into Matthew 24. And 21. For then shall be great tribulation. So we're not going to remember the good old days, man, during that time. Okay? During that time, we're not going to, we're not going to have remembrance of that nice warm house that you might have been in. Okay? That nice hot food. Okay? Because everybody's going to have a different lot, man. Some brothers are going to be on the run. Some brothers are going to be in abandoned houses. Some brothers are going to be taken up and delivered unto the enemy. Okay? Some brothers are going to be imprisoned and put in the camps. All right? It's all part of that great tribulation. Now just think about this. Right? Do you think that those camps that they're going to put us in, do you think that they're heated very well? You want to be sitting in them detention centers? Do you want to be sitting in there in the middle of winter? Because they're probably minimally heated. Okay? Now the part where the guards are and that, the hallways and all that, that's probably heated, but the individual cells that they're going to have us in, unless they just put us in a group, we don't know how they're going to do it. But the whole point with that is, we know how this devil is. He ain't gonna have that shit fully heated, man. He's not gonna have you living in comfort when he takes you up for being an opponent of the New World Order. He's gonna try and break you, and that's what this devil is trying to do. He's trying to reduce the population. He's trying to break people. Okay? Such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Okay? So this time that's coming, man, there's never going to be a time like it, and there never was a time like it. Okay? I mean, just look at these Israelites that won't go out in the cold. Look at these Israelites that take the whole winter off. How do you think they're gonna react when this dark winter gets in full swing? Okay, these guys can't even go out in the winter. You think they're gonna be able to handle that great tribulation? Okay, because that great tribulation is gonna be uh is gonna be one of the things that we have to go through in order to enter into the kingdom, man. You know, the scriptures talk about the straight and narrow. I believe that's 7 and 12. Matthew 7 and 12. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. Okay? And many there be which go in thereat. Okay, so we need to stay in the straight and narrow when this happens, okay? Because there's going to be a broad way that leads to destruction. And that broad way is going to be trusting in Esau. It's going to be taking that jab. It's going to be getting chipped up. Okay? Because this devil's going to... he's going to keep... Hey, man, this whole time when he's hunting us down, okay, he's going to keep the option open. Even right before he sticks our head in that guillotine. If that's of our lot. If it's of the Lord's will. Even when he goes to stick our head in that freaking guillotine, man. Okay, he's always going to keep that option open for us. Of taking that MOTB, man. Getting chipped up. And let me tell you something, man. There's nothing that would please Esau more than to see one of the men who were prophesying in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, who were teaching their people who the real Israelites are. There's nothing that would please him more than seeing one of them brothers get that MOTB, man. Which the elect are not going to do it. But hey, he's gonna feel good when guys like Baloo go and get the chip, or his followers. Okay, or any of you Sakari guys, or HOI guys, or ISUPK guys. Okay, there's even going to be guys in... Hey, there might be a couple guys in Great Millstone who fold and get that MOTB. And that's going to make Esau feel good, man. Like a nice hot meal, man. In the middle of winter, like a nice hot meal, man. When he's filling his belly up. Okay? It's gonna taste like spiritual comfort food for him, man. Obviously spiritual wickedness, but let me read this again. Enter ye in, Matthew 7:13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because straight is the gate. Right, and a lot of the people go into the broad way of destruction because it's easy. Because it's easy. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way, which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. And that calls for enduring anything that we may have to go through, man. Because the scriptures say that, in fact, let me get it. I believe it's 14 and 20. 22. Acts 14 and 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith that we must through much tribulation. Let me read this again. And that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High. Okay, so we have to go through this tribulation, man. You know, you might have brothers that could barely afford to keep their heat on this winter, man. They might have to let that cut off because and it comes down to the decision of, do you keep your electricity on or do you keep your heat on? You got to go with the electricity. Okay, because without the electricity, you can't run the damn furnace. All right? And you can do other things. But yeah, those are the times that are coming, man. We have to go through this tribulation. All right? We have to go to the straight and narrow. Okay? We have to get used to being in a state of discomfort. All right, we have to be used to being in a state of discomfort, man. All right. Hey, I'm I pretty much, man. I work in the cold to an extent, man. You know, I'm constantly cold, man. But you know what? It toughens me up. Okay, and the cold toughens you up, man. Go read some studies on the cold. You look at a lot of those world's strongest men, and they're all and most of them are from them cold ass countries, man. Them Scandinavian countries. Okay, because that cold makes you tough, man. It makes your body adapt. Okay, your body produces more growth hormone when it's faced with the cold, man. Your body works extra hard in the cold too. Okay? It strengthens your nervous system, man, because your nervous system's used to being under tribulation. If I want to say it like that. Okay? What the scriptures say, the men ought always to pray and not to faint. So you don't want to faint, man, during these times. You do not want to faint. Okay? The scriptures say, let no man take your crown. You're giving up the crown if you faint, man. All right? But with that, I was going to get Revelation 7, which says that these are men who went through great tribulation. Okay? And his winter could be a large part of that tribulation, man. Okay? Especially for you brothers that live in them colder climates, man. Because who knows how this winter is gonna go, man. And it's not even about the king of Babylon right now, but a lot of these states, particularly democratic states here in Babylon, man, they got insane restrictions, man. They got insane restrictions. There's some cities you got to get the jab just to work. Okay? But with that, till next time, shalom. Peace and blessings to the elect.